Hello everyone, my name is Matthew Klein and I will be discussing the disadvantages of video modeling, which is an intervention style for individuals with autism spectrum disorder. Throughout this video, I hope to provide information about video modeling, explaining what it is, what it involves, and the steps to creating a video model, and lastly discussing why it is not yet a reliable intervention for individuals with ASD. Our book, Treatment of Autism Spectrum Disorders, defines video modeling as an instructional method in which an individual develops a skill or behavior by viewing images of someone demonstrating that skill or behavior. Video modeling is a method or form of intervention that can be visually engaging and enticing to children, which will in return motivate them. Video modeling is used to accomplish three tasks: to teach, improve, and replace or extinguish. Using video modeling will help teach new skills or behaviors, improve the skills or behaviors of an individual with ASD, and lastly has the capabilities to help replace challenging behaviors. There's no research regarding video modeling being used as an intervention style from children from birth to 2.5 years old. However, video modeling is an intervention that appears to be effective for nearly all other ages. It is also claimed from evidence that video modeling does not have the same benefits to those with severe cognitive disabilities as it does to individuals who are classified having a moderate to severe disability. Video modeling is presented in four main ways. These are also seen as the main types of video modeling. They are peer and adult modeling, self-modeling, point of view modeling, and animation modeling. Peer and adult modeling is one of the more simpler types to create. This is due to the fact that the models will be more cooperative, it's easier to direct and easier to stage. A disadvantage of peer adult modeling is that the individual models may not produce a high interest in what they are modeling. This can create a negative effect on the learner with ASD and make it more difficult for the learner to create a connection with the model. Now, it's important for there to be a connection because the learner needs to be able to see themselves actually performing that behavior or skill. Self-modeling is more difficult to create. This is due to the fact that it's more difficult to stage and the footage may need to be edited prior to the learner watching it. The edits are important because the video must portray the model more advanced than the learner currently is. If this isn't done, the learner will not see what he or she should be doing. There's a greater impact on the learner with ASD when the model is closer in age to the learner. So although self-modeling may be more difficult to create, it is still a very important type to do. The point of view modeling is simple to produce and it depicts real life. So the angle of the camera is from where the eyes of the learner would be. Hence the name point of view, it's from the viewer's point of view. A disadvantage, however, of point of view modeling is that there hasn't been many studies regarding the actual impact or influence it has for those with ASD. Lastly, there is animation video modeling. This is popular for children because it may use cartoons or cartoons characters to keep the learners engaged. These are models that may need to be professionally done and may not always be relevant to the learner's life. So creating a video model is a very large process. According to the module from the National Professional Development Center on Autism Spectrum Disorders, there are 10 steps that need to be accomplished during the process of video modeling. First, a behavior needs to be targeted for the individual learner. This requires time with the learner to see what is most important for them to improve upon. The creators of the video also need to find the proper equipment or technology to not only create the video, but for the learner to use when watching. Then a script must be written and details need to be considered when the model will say or do something. Prior to creating the video, there needs to also be baseline data collection. It's important that all the videos be determined by baseline data. After the first 4 steps are completed, it is time to make the video. It's important that the video has the proper model and is a proper type. This is also where all of the editing may come into play. After making the video, an environment must be chosen upon for the learner to watch. This must be an environment where the learner can watch and apply the skills that they are learning. Once this is completed, you can show the video. There may need to be prompts for the learner, and it's important to consider how many times the video needs to be shown. This whole process should be monitored and adjustments should be made when and where needed. And this can include the environment, type of model used, etc. Lastly, the fading of the video or prompts must occur. This is where the learner will start to apply the skills and behaviors on their own and without the videos. So as you can tell from what I just said, creating a video model does require a lot amount of time. There is an extended amount of preparation work that must be done in order to have an effective video model for the learner with ASD. Now, yes, other intervention styles may require getting baseline data and preparation. However, they do not necessarily require the clinician to create a script, set up a film, potentially find other models to be in the video. Now, this is a lot of extra work that can delay the starting time of intervention. Another disadvantage of video modeling is that someone needs to make the video. This can be a difficult task due to the fact that it can take a lot of time. Teachers, speech-language pathologists, other coworkers may have to take the lead on creating the video models. They may not have a lot of experience to begin with doing that, but it can also interfere with their already busy schedules. In other video model cases, there may need to be professionals creating the video or hiring someone separate. This could potentially cost more money to either the family or whoever's providing the intervention. Another issue with video modeling that I personally see is that it isolates the learner. Although the videos may be short, teaching the learners about skills and behaviors through a video does not allow interaction between the clinician and or the parent and the learner. To me, this is concerning, especially when we see many interventions where there is direct interaction between the clinician and the learner or the parent and the learner. Video modeling is also an intervention that requires attention from the learner. Two researchers, Bellini and Akulian, stated, "Attention and motivation are essential to observational learning. If a child does not attend to a model, she or he will not be able to imitate the model's behavior." In the case of video modeling, if a child is not attentive to the video, the clinician cannot adapt to it during that session, and this may result in a potential waste of a session. If the modeling is not with a video, the clinician can adapt right away, making it engaging and enticing for the learner right on the spot. The final reason video modeling is not yet an effective form of intervention for people with ASD is due to the fact that there is no consistent research regarding the different types of video modeling. There is some research that has been done. However, there is not enough evidence that includes all the factors of video modeling, i.e. the different ages of the learners and the types of video modeling. The textbook does provide many questions at the end of the chapter to the unknowns of video modeling intervention and states that more research should be done. And I believe that once this is done, video modeling has the capabilities of being an effective form of intervention, though at this time I do not believe video modeling is. Thank you for watching.